The marriage of money and power is nothing new, but the arrangement between billionaire Elon Musk and President Donald Trump is like no other in the history of U.S. politics.
Come on up here, Elon.
They're buddies. That's probably a good description, at least how Elon Musk sees it. Trump views Musk partly as his bank. I mean, Musk was the biggest donor in the 2024 cycle.
People throw around the word bromance a lot these days, but let me read this tweet real quick from Elon Musk. I think it sort of speaks for itself. I love Donald Trump as much as a straight man can love another man.
It's been a crazy 100 days.
Trump has been able to get Elon Musk to help propel through all the changes that were spelled out in Project 2025, a blueprint for reshaping the government.
Starting in May, my time allocation to DOGE will drop significantly.
As Musk pivots, the struggles surrounding DOGE's actions continue, while many Americans are reeling from a tumultuous 100 days.
I'm not sure we've ever seen a combination of two people, dominating the news cycle as much as these two have. It's hard to keep tabs on everything that's coming out of that administration.
Our greatest primary task is to put people to work.
Taking stock of a president's first 100 days is a convention going back to the 1930s.
When Franklin Delano Roosevelt took office, he made a point of saying, look, we have a new deal coming and we are going to measure the first 100 days of progress. And it was an idea that stuck.
What he accomplished in his first 100 days was through legislation. This has been the opposite. Trump and Musk via DOGE are doing a lot by executive order. There has not been a debate in Congress. All of the social programs that we think of as being part of the social safety net in the United States, Social Security, Medicare, grew out of the New Deal.
If you were to go back to what a lot of people consider America's glory days, the late 40s, the 1950s, government had a huge role in American lives.
But DOGE's mission under Elon Musk is radically different from the expansive programs of post-war America.
DOGE people are pretty much in every government agency conducting, an audit. That's how they would describe it. And of course, attempting to downsize the federal government.
You look around the US government right now and you see friends and allies of Elon Musk in all these various departments, in all these various top leadership roles.
Many of these federal agencies are investigating parts of Musk's empire. The federal agency that regulates highways and transportation has been investigating Tesla over its autonomous vehicle technology.
We've seen the gutting of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and that's an agency that has been looking into hundreds of complaints against Tesla.
X, which is the company that used to be Twitter, Elon Musk has wanted to have a payments platform. The CFPB regulates that.
DOGE is accessing quite a lot of government data, which is valuable for any company, particularly for someone who is training AI at X. Which databases they actually have access to and how they are using them remains one of the big questions in Washington.
You have deep personal and financial ties to Elon Musk.
Trump's tapping of billionaire entrepreneur Jared Isaacman to lead NASA also underlines Musk's influence.
It is hard to imagine a more pro-Elon Musk head of NASA than Jared Isaacman.
Isaacman has gone to space twice himself on SpaceX rockets. NASA is a huge client of SpaceX, and so building a strong relationship with NASA is just instrumental to SpaceX's future, not only because it's literally providing revenue, but because it's carrying out Elon Musk's vision of trying to get humans to Mars.
Musk is known for his uncanny ability to play the long game. And while he seems well positioned yet again, he may not have expected so much public blowback. Polling shows an unfavorable reaction to Musk and Tesla.
It's just really this incredible backlash against a brand which for decades had incredible support.
The brand issues with Tesla right now have gotten so bad, and there's so much ill will towards Elon Musk and Tesla. There's people vandalizing cars or vandalizing Tesla showrooms.
We certainly think it's despicable, the violence that has taken place against Tesla, the company.
Tesla as a stock has long defied gravity and fundamentals, but not this past quarter, which was its worst in years.
It definitely peaked right after the election, but since inauguration, it has declined by roughly 40%.
Analyst Dan Ives says the EV maker faces a code red moment.
People are increasingly worried about the economy. The trade war has a lot of people spooked. So Tesla's sales really dropped. Their first quarter sales were 13% lower than the quarter a year ago. And a lot of that is because of Musk and his proximity to Trump. Tesla's stock and Elon's wealth basically run on parallel lines. It is important to remember that Tesla is not the only source of Elon's wealth, but whenever there's a big drop in Tesla's stock, it does impact his wealth.
His net worth may be going down, but let's not forget about all the benefits he continues to reap from being so close to the Trump administration.
This is beautiful. Whoa. Can I get in?
Trump and Musk were together on the White House lawn, and Trump was basically trying to help to sell Tesla cars. To just have a sitting US president sort of hawk the products of one of their biggest backers, it was just such a spectacle.
Yet not all of the Trump administration's actions have been in Musk's favor.
I'll continue to advocate for lower tariffs rather than higher tariffs, but that's all I can do.
Musk has not criticized Trump directly, but he's gone after his top trade advisor, Peter Navarro, who he called, quote, a moron and dumber than a sack of bricks.
Tesla is faring somewhat better than other automakers in that they make their vehicles here in the United States, but they do import battery cells and other components from China, and they are not immune to tariffs.
Stop the coup!
For Republicans now, Elon Musk is emerging as an increasingly polarizing and potentially toxic figure, yet at the same time, they also need him in a way. They need him to be able to bankroll those congressional races in 2026. Donald Trump needs his fall guy, but he also needs the bulldogs, and sometimes they're the same person.
The consequences of the chainsaw Musk has taken to the US government are still being measured, as well as the success and failures of DOGE.
The vision was a Department of Government Efficiency that was going to cancel contracts, particularly contracts around what we know as DEI, or diversity, equity, and inclusion, and root out fraud, waste, and abuse. So, in DOGE's mind, they have been wildly successful. And on the flip side, there is a cost to laying off federal workers, to fighting all of this litigation in court.
Howard Lutnick, now the Commerce Secretary, said, how much money are you going to cut from the federal budget?
Well, I think we can do at least $2 trillion.
Yeah!
Recently, Elon Musk said $150 billion in cuts by fiscal year 2026. That is a huge reduction in the goal, especially when you look at the promises that were made in terms of how much fraud they're going to find. And they just haven't found that much fraud. And also you have all this litigation. It has also, in a weird way, showed that the government does a pretty good job in a lot of areas. But I think if you ask the broader Trump movement and some of these other people who have had a big influence on what's happening, and I'm thinking here of Russell Vought, who runs the Office of Management and Budget and is really like one of the key ideological architects of Project 2025, then I think it's been a huge success.
We want to put them in trauma.
He gave these speeches in the run-up to the election, and he talked about traumatizing federal workers.
Musk has carried out these very draconian efforts and has been the public face of them and has been somewhat gleeful about it. At one point, he posted about feeding USAID into a wood chipper.
That is a audacious thing. USAID was a big part of how America projected its competence, its compassion on the world.
For better or for worse, Musk has had a huge impact on Trump's first 100 days, but his role in the next chapter of Trump's term remains to be seen.
Musk isn't really leaving the Trump administration. When you have 6 companies, each one is like basically 1 day a week. So 1 to 2 days a week is like it's still a huge amount.
It's not like DOGE is ending. I mean, DOGE is a project that's supposed to continue until July 2026.
One thing we've learned over this last 100 days is that there is going to be a huge cost to Elon Musk for doing the things he's doing. He has basically taken his personal brand and tarnished it. And that's what happens when you put yourself front and center of some extremely controversial and often unpopular policies.